What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Just a little bit of a different style of video today. Same idea. We're still gonna go hit the gym. We're still gonna do some real talk, but just not a lot of edits from throughout the week. This is pretty much just gonna be a vlog of my night because I haven't had a lot of time. Last week was finals week for school and got that done. Everything went well, but I was just super busy. So yeah, haven't dropped a video in about a few weeks now. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with it and vlog my night tonight. We're gonna do a little bit of an update first, but yeah, let's get into it. Man, I had to get some water because I was getting a little parched there, a little dry mouth. But the first thing we're gonna do a little bit of an update into my fitness and health, how that's going. You guys know that if you watched my last few videos, you guys will know that I'm on a cut right now and I'm trying to lose body fat while still like maintaining a lot of muscle and looking good in the gym. So my goal is, I used to be 16% body fat, like peak bulk, and my goal this summer is to get to 12% body fat throughout the whole entire summer. So I'm taking it a little bit slow. It is still May right now, and I started the bulk last month, I started the cut last month, sorry. And I've been kind of just slowly ticking away at it. I want to make this like a long-term thing so that these results are good. It's not just like a crash cut, like losing 30 pounds in 2 weeks. And I want to really focus on the longevity aspect. And this kind of gets me into my next point, is that I've been really focusing more on training for longevity. I took out squats out of my routine, for example, because, you know, I've been having problems with my lower back. And like, I used to always be that guy who was like, yo, if you don't squat, like, what are you doing? You know, who cares about your lower back? Like, just fix your form. But like, I have really good squat form and my back still hurts. So honestly, I don't know what it is. I've been doing everything I can to fix it, but for now, I mean, I'm just not gonna squat because one, I'm not an athlete anymore. I feel like when I was an athlete, there was this like, you need a squat kind of aura around all of that kind of stuff. But I really feel like now that I'm just training for health and to look good and for aesthetics, I really think that my training can really be focused on what is gonna benefit my health and what is gonna benefit my aesthetics as much as possible. And yeah, for that, like another example is for my cardio. You know, as an athlete, you always want to do sprints and running and different types of like super high intense cardiovascular activities. And what I'm really focused on is I'm just trying to get lean. So calories are calories, no matter how I burn them. I really like to walk, and so I walk a lot now. I don't do sprints, I don't do run. I mean, I run every once in a while. I'll like run a mile maybe like once a week, but I just don't need to, you know? It's like, if I don't have to, I could burn the same amount or more calories doing something else. Why would I not do that? The next thing I wanted to get into was about my faith, and I'm just gonna really keep it real, keep it really clear with you guys that I haven't been that consistent with, you know, reading and praying and doing all these things. Like, I've still been doing it, but not as much as I want to. And I really feel like that kind of shifted whenever my finals week started, and I was like, I got work for this block of the day, I got school, I gotta study, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And it was just really hard to fit that in. And I know that sounds really bad because he's supposed to be number one in our lives, and I feel like it was hard for me to really set aside other things and focus on that. And that's something that I gotta work on too. I think that's something that I'm gonna be focusing on a lot more in the near future for sure. Is like, I recognize that I have this flaw that I need to be putting God number one in my life. And so that's something that I'm going to be working on this summer for sure. And I always notice this super clear pattern in my life. Whenever I am super strong in my faith and I'm praying multiple times a day and I'm reading the Bible almost every single day, every single week, I just feel so much better and things just tend to go immensely better in my life. I think that the way that it works is a little bit of both God rewarding that consistency and strong connection, and also a little bit of a mindset trick for yourself that, like, you know, you've been doing very well in this and you subconsciously know that these good things come from keeping good faith and keeping a good connection with God. And so it gives you a better mood and it allows you to perform better, and it's just overall just such a better experience. But yeah, overall for my faith, like I said, summer is my true reset. I really feel like I want to really center down on my faith this summer and take the time to put God first. The next thing I want to get into is a little bit about my work and real estate media and how that's been going. I'm having such a great time. And the first thing I wanted to talk about in this aspect was that it's going to come up again, but last week was finals week, and man, it was so busy. Like, I truly feel blessed that God allowed me to get through that period without any major like hiccups hiccups or upsets in my life, because that week was pretty insane. Like, I had an exam every other day, I had to study every single day, I had 2 shoots every day, I had this, that, and the other thing, pay attention to my girlfriend, my family, everything else in my life. But it was crazy, and I know that it's that way for everyone else too. And finals week is just insane. It's pretty crazy that people expect. I think actually though, now that I think about it, I feel like a lot of people expect that students are just students and they don't have anything else other outside of school. Like, yeah, there's a lot of student athletes, but when your sport is connected to the school, it's not difficult to do athletics and finals at the same time. I've done it before. I did it last year. I feel like a lot of people expect that students are just students, but for me, I'm a student. I have a lot of other requirements as well, like making content or like doing real estate media, and that takes up a lot of my life. Like, I gotta make scripts, I gotta study, I gotta get better every single day, I have to practice, I need to, work and actually shoot the videos and then upload them. It takes a lot, and so I'm very grateful for it. But I feel like a lot of people expect students to just focus on students, and so they think that finals week is just like, all right, but they don't have anything else to do. But people like me, we really do. So I really do think it was a great challenge though. I do like challenges in my life. I like to be challenged. I like to be under a lot of stress, and so it really pushed my limits, and I'm grateful for that. I got through it. But yeah, diving back into that real estate media stuff, I've been feeling super great. I'm about 7 to 8 months in now, and I really feel like I'm getting the hang of things. One huge topic that I want to talk about on this was that I'm really shifting. I really feel like I'm making the shift from creating work that is good enough to be posted to creating masterpieces and to creating really good videos. And I feel like there's three kind of levels to it. It's first, when you first start off, like when I first started off, I'm trying to make a video that's good enough to be posted, because I don't know how to work a camera, I don't know how to script, I don't know how to direct the agent. And so when I first started off, I was just trying to make a video that was good enough to be posted, and was like, yeah, this video isn't complete trash and can't even be posted. So that was my main goal. I've blew past that. And so now my goal every single shoot is to make something where people can look at the video and be like, yeah, like this is a good video. Like I want to be able to show this to other people and not tell them that I made it and then be like, wow, like this is a really good edit, So that's my goal right now. And then there's another level where like I feel like there's a select group of people that are at this level, is that every video you make is like a masterclass, or like a majority of the videos that you make are like a masterpiece. And that's the level that I'm really pushing towards and trying to get to eventually. But that takes a lot of work, a lot of repetitions. And yeah, I'm just excited to keep working to get there. The next thing that I really want to start talking about a little bit more on this YouTube channel is kind of some entrepreneurship stuff. If you don't know, I have a big passion for entrepreneurship, and I really want to own my own business one day. And that's honestly part of the reason why I have this YouTube channel, is because I like to create things and I like to be my own boss. I like to make decisions. I like to reap the benefits from my decisions. And so I really just have a really big passion for creating things and entrepreneurship. And coming with that, I am really trying to learn every single day. YouTube has been such a big thing for me because you can find literally whatever you want on YouTube. I'm sure everyone knows that because you're watching this on YouTube, but it's insane because I learned so much from YouTube. Honestly, like I can say I'm a sophomore in college and I've learned 10 times more about business from YouTube than I ever have in a college classroom. And that's pretty crazy to say. I have only been in college for 2 years, but I can definitely say that YouTube's free. College obviously isn't. So I'm not saying you have to pick between one or the other. Obviously I didn't. I'm doing both. But I really think that it's such a great tool that everyone should be utilizing, and I just learned so much from it. So go check it out. Also, another big tool that I'm leveraging is AI, and I know that it's a very hot topic, and I think that it's not very controversial anymore that AI is taking over, and the people who are skilled in AI are going to excel in life and in their career, and the people who aren't are either going to be put into fields where AI isn't needed, or they are going to be overtaken by the people who can use it. And so it's something that I'm putting a lot of time into. I'm investing a lot of time and skills learning how to do it, and I think it's just really important, and it's something that I've been optimizing my entire life with, from my schedules to making better videos at work, from making better assignments in school, and just literally everything in my life. I just optimize everything because I really do feel like there is a ethical way to use AI. And to me, the ethical way is using AI to make the best work possible. You know, especially in school. I actually wrote an essay on this. In school, a lot of students, they use AI to just do their assignments and they don't use it to produce any quality work. Like the work still gets done, but the quality is very low. And I feel like students should be using AI, but they should be using it to make the quality of their work better than it ever could have been if they just did it themselves and tried as hard as possible. And I feel like that's the most ethical way to use AI. It's more of like there's non-ethical way by just using it and producing really bad work. There's ethical but like not optimal by like not using it at all and just, you know, doing your thing. And then there's optimal. I feel like I would go with optimal use of AI is making it so that your work is better than everyone else's, better than what you could have done without it in the first place. And I think that that's a little mindset shift that a lot of people need to start realizing and using. But yeah, touching a little bit more on the more general entrepreneurship topic, I am super grateful for the job I have now because it's kind of like a little bit of a test run. I have a lot of freedom in my job and I have a lot of freedom to make different decisions and do different things with my work and how I'm doing it and my different processes and everything. And so even though I don't own any equity in the business, I get a kind of experience of being my own entrepreneur. And I think that's really cool. And it's just a really great experience for me. And I've already learned so much. I can't tell you how much my people skills have grown and my ability to talk has just increased by so much. But yeah, it's just such a great opportunity to learn and to sharpen my skills in entrepreneurship. Overall, I get really frustrated sometimes that I'm not further along in entrepreneurship, and sometimes I'm frustrated when I go online and I see, you know, 15-year-old kids who have some software business and they're doing millions of dollars LARPing on Instagram. But I also have to realize that that stuff is not really realistic. And I mean, it is realistic. Like that stuff and those people do exist and what they're doing is actually like true and it works and everything. But I also have to remember that, you know, if that was meant for me and if I was meant to be doing that, then I would be doing that right now. I really feel like God has me somewhere in my life where I need to be and somewhere where I'm in a spot where I'm just learning. I'm taking in all the information that I can so that when I want to go and start my own thing or want to go and start my own business, I can do that and do it well. But yeah, I get frustrated sometimes, but you know, I'm staying locked in, I'm staying focusing. I'm gonna still get better every single day because I know deep down in my heart that it will pay off. The last thing I want to get into before I head over to the gym and we get those gym clips in is talking about uncertainty and how it can breed bad things in your life. If you are uncertain about your goals or uncertain about how you're going to get to where you want to be in life, that's completely normal. I feel that all the time. I actually feel it right now. And I just want you to know that it gets easier over time and that the more you build and you keep building and you stay consistent, that it gets a lot better and you don't need to worry about it. The way I think about it is that momentum is super important because that momentum is going to push you through uncertainty. And when you work really hard through uncertainty, great things happen. I always think about how, I don't know who said it, but they said the only time you lose is when you stop or when you quit. You don't lose if you keep going. You can keep going and things don't work out for you over and over and over and over again. But each time that things don't work out for you, you learn a little bit more. And learning that little bit more is going to get you closer to that next thing that you want to achieve in your life. And it's going to get closer and closer and closer until you eventually you get there. And you look up one day and you're like, wow, I don't even know how I did that, but it just happened. And that's the beauty of it. I really feel like when people talk about the beauty in the journey or the grind of, you know, making something of themselves, that's really what it feels like. It's you look up one day and you're there and you're like, how did I just do that? You know, because it's not like every single day you wake up and you're like, all right, today's the day I'm gonna be a millionaire when you have $2,000 in your bank account. But every single day that you wake up and you're like, all right, I get to go to work today and I get to build this capital so that I can invest it in this future thing and maybe invest my way to making a certain amount of money that unlocks this new thing where I can become a millionaire. And you think about that in your head every single day, and that's the beauty of the grind, and that's the beauty of the process getting to where you want to be. And then there's this other thing that I've been seeing lately. It's this saying that says, if you aren't uncertain about your goals, you're not being ambitious enough. And what this means is that that your goals should scare you. I also feel like this applies in the gym. When you're going for a PR, you kind of feel that little tingle inside of you, like you're a little bit scared because you've never done this before. It's a lot of weight. You don't know what could go wrong. And I really feel like that's good, because if it didn't scare you, then I really feel like it's not something influential enough in your life that it's going to make a difference. I just wanted to leave you guys with a Bible verse here before I get into those gym clips, just to leave us on a good note. It's Philippians 3:13-14. Brothers, I do not consider that I have made it my own, but one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead, I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. That's Philippians 3:13-14. And what I wrote on here was that it showcases the importance of letting go, and letting go of the stuff specifically that is behind you. When you're running a race, you're not looking at all the people behind you. You're looking at the people in front of you, and you're looking at the finish line and where you want to go. If you were running the race facing backwards, you'd be running slower than the people who are running forwards. It's just simple logic. It's simple physics, and that's just an analogy, but when you think about it, it actually makes sense. And it's all about that optimism, that positive thinking, that is just such a great thing that can push you forward. You really gotta start focusing on, what you can do, focusing solely on the good things, never the bad, because like I said, the good things will propel you forward. And I really feel like the biggest thing that I always say all the time is, what can I do about it? If there's something that I can do, then I'm going to do it. If there's not, then I'm going to forget about it. Because why does it matter if the outcome is never going to change because I can't do anything about it? If I can do something about it, I'll worry about it, and then I'll do the thing that I need to do. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts. A little bit getting in deep there with some motivational stuff, but I just like to leave you guys with those little bits and pieces in my brain and how I think about things like that. But let's get into the gym clips. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, we made it. We're finally back in the loop. I'm excited to get going here. Just doing a bit of warm up. I never really show this part, but I thought, you know what, we're switching up the style a little bit, so we might as well get some new angles, try out some new things, see what looks good. But I already hung on the bar. For my warm-up, I really do a lot of mix of things. I like these sticks, kind of warm up the shoulders like this, and I hang from the bar, decompress my back, because like I said, I've been having some back issues. But yeah, I'll do that. Do this, and then I use the roller a lot too. Like, I just rolled up my back to give it a good crack and everything, and just get everything loose, I guess you could say, and warmed up, ready for the day, ready for the workout. But yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, one thing I also wanted to show you guys was this new hoodie that I got. It's that new Seabum Gymshark collab. So fire, so fire. It was worth every penny. Insane. The quality is crazy, but not sponsored, but I wish I was. But yeah, one day or something, you never know. But yeah, I'm gonna get into this back workout. I'm gonna figure out what I want to start with. I'm gonna start with some lat pull downs, like always. But yeah, let's head over there. All right, let's get it. We got that mag grip, wide grip here. Getting that stretch like crazy. First set, we're going super heavy. So yeah, let's get into it. That's good. That felt insane. Like, I've never done 160 pounds like that. I felt so smooth. Usually I can't control it like that, but that was good. Move on to the next set. We got two more. All right, next set. Camera battery's running low. I got another battery in there, but we'll see how long we last today. We're gonna try to get the whole workout in. You know, I haven't been working out like too long lately. It's been probably like an hour and 15 minutes around there. Dude, I think like a few years ago I would work out for like 2 to 3 hours every single time. Something switched, but I think it's just more efficient and more intense sets, meaning I need less time to do more sets. So yeah, let's get into this another one. Same weight, because that felt really good. Feels great. Can't lie, that feels amazing. One more set. I think we'll keep the same weight. All right, let's get hype. Come on. Last set of these. Let's go crazy. That's good. I feel like I want to do more lat pull downs, so I'm gonna switch it to that tight mag grip. Put like this. All right, new grip, same idea. We're gonna hit 2 really good sets of these. I'm thinking after this, we'll get into some rows and get that back fully pumped up. That's nice. I haven't done those in a while. We'll do one more set of those. Let's go. Next set, last set of pull downs. I'm hyped. Let's get it. That's good. Let's move on. All right, we're on the plate row. I really like this machine for a lot of reasons, but I'm gonna do 2 sets of double hand overhand And then we're gonna do 2 sets, each arm of single arm rows, like, I don't know what you call this, pistol grip, vertical grip. But yeah, let's get into those first 2 sets. That was good. Definitely tiring. Definitely heavy, but I like it. We're gonna do one more set like that, all the way to failure, going as hard as possible. Let's get it. Second set. We're gonna go crazy. I'm locking in mentally for sure. I don't know what it is about doing them double-handed like that, but I feel like a lot of pressure and weight, like right here, I can feel it on my rib cage. It's like hurts. I don't know how to. Maybe my seat should be higher up, so my rib cage is up here. But I'm not really sure. I'm gonna do some testing out, but I'm gonna move to single arm. All right, let's go. Single arm. No words. Let's get straight into it. Last set of rows here. Let's make it count. We got biceps. We got biceps. Yeah, we're gonna go crazy here. Let's get it. That feels pretty good for back. Let's move on. Hit some biceps. Little heavy curls never hurt no one. I'm gonna do 2 sets of those. So 1 more set of those. And then we're gonna do 3 sets hammer curls. And then we're gonna do 2 or 3 sets of straight bar. That's the go-to every single time. All right, let's go. Next set of these, heavy, heavy, heavy. Gotta go crazy. Let's get it moving. We got 3 sets hammer curls. All right, let's get it. We got hammer curls now, 3 sets. Let's get to the first one. Come on. feel insane. I don't honestly have much to say. I'm just really enjoying this workout. I'm enjoying my progress on this cut and I'm enjoying the veins, I'm enjoying the pump. And so that's all I gotta say. All right, next set of hammer curls. We got 2 more sets of these. And then I'm gonna say 2 sets of straight bar. Let's get into it. Insane. But yeah, we'll do 1 more set, but it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna do the hammer curl like this instead of like this. I think it targets a little bit different part of the bicep. Not too sure about the science part of it, but it's different. I know it feels a little bit different, so I'm gonna do 1 set of those just for good measure. But yeah, fix this camera, it's a little bit crooked. All right, last set of hammer curls. Let's get it. Getting nuts. We're losing body fat for sure. Just keep getting shredded, bro. Let's move on to straight bar. All right, we got the 50. We're going to failure twice. We're gonna go crazy here. Just watch. Feeling insane, no lie. I'm just excited for the summer, man. Like, it's just the start. I feel like I've already transformed so much. I know you guys didn't get to see that part a lot, but you know, eventually, even right now is gonna look like super fat compared to like my goal. So I feel like I'm sitting around like 14% body fat right now, and my goal is to be 12. And I'm not gonna stop until I get there. So yeah, let's just keep running it up. Last set of the day coming up. All right, boys, last set of the day. Let's get into it. One more. Why was it sound so easy? Dude, who am I? This is beautiful. It's an amazing workout. I'll see you guys in the car. All right, we're back in the car, and we've hit that point in the video where we're wrapping it up here. But one thing I just wanted to say is that, honestly, I've been super tired lately, and I've just been so busy, and I feel like I've just been trying to show up as much as I possibly can, and it's been difficult. And I just want to tell you guys that because I feel like I really try to be as open as possible, and yeah, just been struggling to show up for things, and I want to do better. I want to come different this summer. You know, I said it last summer, or I said it last video. I'm gonna say it again. I'm coming different, and I want to see results that I've never had before, and that means I need to put in the work that I've never put in before. And yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to be dialed in. I'm just putting in a lot of work and a lot of hours and a lot of time into everything in my life. I'm really trying to pour my whole time into everything, and I'm trying to just become the best version of myself that I possibly can. I really feel like that's all that you really can do, and as long as you're doing that, you're doing God's work. So yeah, just a little word to leave you guys with. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you for the next one.